Oasis is a pretty interesting control map. Has a lot of varieties in how you can approach it. So this will definitely be interesting to see how these two teams handle it. There's been a lot of heavy May brawl comps, so we might see some of that in this. There's also been a decent amount of death ball comps, so we might see a little bit of that today.
Ready for battle.
Looks like ONU is going for a May brawl and Mount Vernon going for the death ball comp. So this will definitely be an exciting matchup.
That's a shame. I'll be giving these cookies I made to
It'll be interesting to see how Mount Vernon's ball plays into the May. There's a lot of mobility there from ONU. Mount Vernon taking early control of point here, while ONU tries to take that high ground. Getting some nice poke damage in there from Matra. Pushing the supports, gets hacked though. Looks like Brig is gonna get taken out here. Mount Vernon losing both their supports. Gonna be difficult for them to really get much value from this fight. ONU taking early control of point and getting some percentage on the board. Looks like we have a Tracer now from Mount Vernon. Getting a lot of damage on that Lucio. Forces out Immortality early. Definitely going to be good for Mount Vernon. Pulse Bomb comes out from Mount Vernon. Does not get anyone though. Nice big hack there on that May. Quick fights here between both these teams. Mount Vernon's ball coming up on his ultimate. That's going to get a lot of value here. Looks like ONU swaps to a Torbjorn to help with that flank. ONU's BAP is hacked, but we do have window that we can play with here. Looks like Mount Vernon falling back a little bit, just holding space. Their DPS take those flank angles to really put pressure on the supports. ONU pushing into that right side here. Oh! May taken out with a boop. That looks like it's going to be another one fight for Mount Vernon here. Still with mines that they can play with coming up on Pulse Bomb and both support ults. It's going to take a good push here from ONU to really take control of point again. Nice hack there from ONU's, or Mount Vernon's Sombra. Forces out Immortality and Turret. Looks like ONU uses Mail, forcing the Trans. Does not get a lot of value though. Zenyatta taken out. This May is definitely getting a lot of pressure put on her. Trying to get control of the point, force that ball off. All right, ONU takes control of point again. They need to hold it for the rest to win this, though. Nice rotating to high ground. Ooh, big EMP, though, from Mount Vernon. See a few ults from both sides here. But looks like ONU comes out ultimately unscathed. Mount Vernon's ball still just running around, looking for an easy pick. ONU has Ramatra ult that they can play with here. Mines come out, not getting one though. Looks like Mount Vernon pops rally, and out comes the Ramatra ult. Ooh, Brig taken out early, unfortunate. Both supports down for Mount Vernon. Looks like ONU's gonna hold control here even longer. Still have window they can play with, and are coming up on their mate ult here. Looks like this might be first point here. See what Mount Vernon can pull out. They definitely have good mobility to contest point here. Ooh, losing their Brig. Both supports down. It's gonna be tough here for Mount Vernon. That's going to be first round going to ONU. Very close.
Score 0-1. Ready for battle.
Alrighty. Looks like ONU is going to stick with this May Brawl comp here. It's definitely working for them, so there's no reason to really change it up. Mount Vernon sticking to Death Ball too. Interesting. You would think after being contested so heavily by that May, they would change it up. Let's see what Mount Vernon can pull out for this map.
3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Swap to Tracer after TP. That Lucio speed boost is definitely huge here for ONU, getting control of point first. Walled off Doster. Oh no. Looks like first fight is going to go to ONU. That May wall just huge, taking out Mount Vernon's ball instantly. Looks like Somber here looking for an easy pick. Nice hack on the Lucio there. Ooh, almost gets him too. And Tracer comes in, finishes off the pick. Bap still behind. ONU have no supports on point currently, so it'll be interesting to see how Mount Vernon handles this. Ooh, this Bap is certainly putting up a fight here. Looks like ONU's tank goes down though. Still holding control of point though. Ooh. Mount Vernon lose their tank as well though. Big hold here from ONU. And looks like they reset back to high ground. Got a few good ults they're coming up on, but Mount Vernon's got some interesting things coming up too. Big slam there from Mount Vernon. Torbolt comes out. Definitely gonna make it hard for that ball to really maneuver around and get value. Big EMP there. They do lose their Brig, unfortunately, though. It's gonna be another one fight for ONU. Early May ult there, somewhat interesting. ONU has window that they can play with. Ooh, big pulse bomb coming. Nice, takes out some util there. And Mines takes out 2 players from ONU. Looks like Mount Vernon is going to be able to take control of point here. Beautiful play there. They do have both support ults coming up as well, so that will be big for Mount Vernon. ONU coming up on the Ramatra ult. I mean, that's a fight winner right there, so that will be difficult for Mount Vernon. ONU taking control of that high ground again. It's definitely going to make it difficult for Mount Vernon to really get value here. Nice hack there. ONU pops beat. There goes Ramatra ult. Takes out Brig. ONU loses their Torb though. Ball getting a ton of space there. Contesting point, doing, you know, what Ball does. Ooh, big slow there though. Mount Vernon getting some big picks here. Holds point. What a fight from Mount Vernon. ONU coming up on both their DPS ults. I mean, Blizzard and Torbolt can be brutal together. Mines and EMP up for Mount Vernon. EMP is, I mean, ooh, they pop it already. Immortality comes out, and there's the Torbolt. Nice slam there. Ooh. Mount Vernon loses their tank. Mount Vernon struggling to keep control of point here. It looks like ONU is going to take control at the last second. Mount Vernon can try to get some value, but isn't able to contest. Great first map from both teams. ONU is going to take that round, though. Some excellent plays from both teams, though. I mean, ONU, the Ramatra going crazy out there. Beautiful mines there from that ball. Going for the boot play. Excellent first round. Lots of big plays. Big ultimates there too. Some nice EMPs. Unfortunately, Mount Vernon couldn't keep up there at the end, but it was definitely close. Both rounds went to 99% both, so it'll be interesting to see how this next map goes. Looks like we're going Blizzard World for a second map. This will definitely be a map that plays to that Ramatra May play style, so it'll be interesting to see how MVNU plays into that. Some nice high ground there as well for ONU to play with. Be interesting to see if either team changes up their comp at all. It seems, you know, ONU seems to know what they want to do, and it's working for them. So I suspect we'll probably see a similar comp as last game. Ooh, okay. We have Winston out for ONU with a Zarya from Mount Vernon. It looks like Mount Vernon's going to try that more brawlier May comp here. Ohio Northern definitely going for a dive. I mean, they had great collapse onto the enemy tank whenever he was stuck, so I think this will play really well for Ohio Northern.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Looks like Mount Vernon has Hanzo kind of setting up to the right side while Zarya gets some nice poke over on point. Nice control high ground there on point from MVNU.
Oh, damn it. Front locator set.
ONU going to start engaging on that Zarya. A lot of damage going in on that Winston though. Big dive there on the... Oh, both supports down from Mount Vernon. That looks like it's going to be a lost fight for them here. These hacks from ONU are just brutal. ONU going to take point on first engagement. Taking nice space here.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Looks like Mount Vernon going to change it up, swap to a Junker Queen. Definitely will be nice playing into that Winston. Junker Queen does get hacked and antied though. Stays in the fight. Nice hammer there from Doster.
My ultimate is charging.
Mount Vernon needs to get a big pick here though. Oh, takes out the tank. Just what they need. And a support. Looks like tons of big plays here from Mount Vernon. Gonna win them the fight and get some ults on the board. Also taking out ONU's Nano. Some nice spam here from Mount Vernon's Hanzo. Applying some good pressure. Looks like ONU is waiting for that pounce. Seeing, ooh, trying to wall off the Ana. Nade comes out from ONU. Nice Junker Queen ult here. Mount Vernon does lose both supports unfortunately though, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they get value here. Ooh. That's gonna be another one fight for ONU. Yeah, a lot of space here. Sombra is setting up for the next fight, looking for that nice juicy hack. A lot of ults on board for Mount Vernon though. EMP comes out from ONU and a big dive with their Winston there. Looks like they're going to take out the Zenyatta and the BAP. No more supports for Mount Vernon. They're going to contest for a little while. Fortunately not going to be able to contest enough. Ooh. Transcendence comes out just a little too late there. Some big pressure on that Winston though. Dragon coming out of spawn here. Looks like Mount Vernon might be able to take control of point here at the last second. Big anti on D.Va though. Winston nanoed. Ooh. Winston pops his ult. Gonna take out Baptiste. Gets the Zen too. Mount Vernon still is able to win the fight though, keeping control of point. Looks like ONU swapping to a Zarya to counter that D.Va from Mount Vernon. Ooh, triple counter. This is going to be tough for Mount Vernon here. That D.Va is going to be taking a lot of damage. Great poke here from ONU. Ooh, TPN immediately collapsing on those supports. I mean, ONU is excellent at this. They collapse immediately. They all group up and they take out their target. May throws down Blizzard. Does get a pick with it. Baptiste makes it back to point. Oh, Zen taking out the tank for ONU. Looks like Mount Vernon's going to be able to hold on just a little longer. Swapping to a Winston. Some big ults coming up for Mount Vernon 2 here. ONU swapping over to the Diva pick now. Looks like they're going for another heavy dive comp here. Setting up for a big hack here.
30 seconds remaining.
They can take out that Zenyatta. Oh, pops trans immediately. Definitely a smart move from Mount Vernon. Forces out the Sombra. Diva takes control of that high ground though.
10 seconds.
Dragon coming out. Forces Diva out of mech. Both supports down for ONU. This is looking good for Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon's going to be able to keep ONU from getting second point here. A lot of big counter picks from both teams. A lot of big ultimates too.
0 to 1. Switching sides. Initiating match.
This is definitely winnable here for Mount Vernon, but it's not going to be an easy win. ONU's been putting up a tough fight, and they have shown that they're able to hold a point really well. So it'll be interesting to see how Mount Vernon approaches that.
Ready for battle.
All right. Looks like ONU might be going for a Diva right off the bat. Mount Vernon going for a Ramatra pick. Ooh, Bastion, okay. Definitely some interesting possibilities here.
Work together and we'll make it through.
That Brig is going to be a nice pick here. Being able to protect their Baptiste from getting dove in that back line.
5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, Vernon going for interesting kind of semi-dive comp here. Nice pressure here from the ONU soldier. Looks like Mount Vernon's going to contest that high ground, try to take control of it here. That turret's getting a lot of poke damage. Got to turn around and take it out. Immortality comes out from Mount Vernon. May gonna go up into high ground. Gets a nice pick on the Torb there. Does get forced off though from the Brig. Diva demeched here. Brig very low. Looks like Mount Vernon's gonna be able to take point here. Some nice plays. That Maywall was huge, getting Mount Vernon up onto that high ground, forcing Ohio Northern off. Looks like May's gonna take somewhat of a flank angle here. Interesting. Getting some nice damage there on the Ramatra. Applying that pressure from both sides. Gotta keep ONU on their toes. Ooh, just barely avoids that Mei wall. Mount Vernon coming up on their Ramatra ult here. Big blizzard here. Gets Boulder in the middle of it. OW losing a DPS and a support. Not looking good. That Mei is fighting for her life out there. OW has had some nice stalls here, but they're going to need to pull out something big to really win this map. Window and beat comes out from Mount Vernon. Pop from Matra ult. Might as well just ult dump, win the fight. Big plays there from Mount Vernon. Big push too. So, second map going to Mount Vernon. Doster here with a big Ramatra ult. I mean, tons of value. I mean, like I said earlier, that's a fight winner right there. Constant pressure, constant damage. That was a quick match from Mount Vernon. They had some really good holds there, and I believe that was just one continuous push. I just did not give up. It'll be interesting to see kind of how they handle next round. I mean, they seem to be getting more into their groove of things here. So, but these are definitely two very closely matched teams. It really could be anyone's game. Looks like next map is going to be Circuit Royale. Definitely a good one for sniper characters. Be interesting to see if somebody runs a Widow, Ashe, that sort of thing. I believe OW has been using a Anasam, so this is definitely a good map for her here. Get some nice value with her range. But it's also, you know, a map good for snipers is one that's good for dive, so. Might even get to see that Hanzo pick again. With a hard push like last time, though, Mount Vernon can definitely get a lot of value here. I mean, it was more of a brawl comp, but they just didn't stop pushing. They got so much value. All right, looks like OW is going to go for a dive comp here. Definitely a smart move. Force out any snipers. Winston into a Sigma. I mean, Sigma can't do a whole lot about the Winston pick. We do get to see that Hanzo pick again, though, from Mount Vernon. It'd be interesting to see a little bit more how he can do. Blizzard World was not his friend.
2, 1.
Nice early flank from Sombra here. Ooh. Kiriko just barely avoids that hack. Big hack out. Ooh, but slept right away. Looks like Ranster is going to be taken out from Mount Vernon. OW losing both a tank and a support here, though, unfortunately. Mount Vernon has a nice hold on point here. Great control of that high ground with the Hanzo and the Sigma. BAP getting that sustain that they need. And then they have a Sombra in their, or OW has a Sombra in their back line, so definitely making it difficult.
Actuating the barrier.
Doster getting a ton of damage here on Harry. Forces out Suzu too. Immortality comes out from Mount Vernon. Sigma takes control of that high ground again though. A nice push.
My ultimate is charged.
Mount Vernon is down DPS, unfortunately. That Tracer taking the left side, gonna start applying pressure soon. Nano comes out onto OW's Winston. Big hack. Backline there. Dragon comes out from Mount Vernon though. Nasty. I mean, takes out both supports with it. And the Tracer. Mount Vernon's Hanzo going crazy here. Looks like OW is gonna take the point though. Oh, what a hack! That's gotta hurt.
Thanks, I needed that.
Never too late.
Hack complete.
Looks like Ohio Northern setting up for another dive here. I mean, it's been working well for them, so might as well keep up with it. Takes out Mount Vernon's translocator. OW getting a lot of space here from Mount Vernon. EMP comes out from OW. Oh, but they do lose their tank. Looks like that's going to be a reset from OW. That ball is definitely a pain in their back line, making it difficult for their supports to really help their Winston out on his dives. Looks like they get the ball trapped in that little alley though. Forces out the Sombra. Do lose both their Tracer and Winston though, unfortunately. That Hanzo is getting a ton of value here. These long angles definitely playing to his favor. Has Dragon up and ready already. Getting some early poke out here. Ooh. Looks like Duster just barely makes it out of there alive. OW with Winston all up, gonna pop it already. Take away the value of that window. Gets her back out of the fight. Unfortunately though, Mount Vernon is still able to keep hold of that point even without their main healer. Winston goes in for the dive again. Taken out though. Discord doing some big lifting here. Balder taking heavy damage.
Back in the fight.
OW coming up on some ults here. Ooh, takes out Ranster. It's definitely gonna help them here in this fight. Pops Nano and EMP. Easy team kill there from OW. Ranster trying to get in, trying to hold, but not able
Just
to
in case.
get. Oh, Doster taken out right away. It's going to be difficult for Mount Vernon. These hacks are brutal.
30 seconds remaining.
And that's going to be second point
Payload has reached
for ONU. ONU has Tsune Rush they can play with. Coming up on their Winston ult as well. Mount Vernon does have mines, and they're coming up on trans. So it'll be interesting to see counterplays here. Ooh, mines up on that high ground. Looks like Doster is not going to be able to get out of this one, though. Big dive on that Baptiste. Ooh, forces out immortality. It's very low in the process. Mount Vernon gonna throw out Dragon. I mean, they're gonna throw out every ult they have. See if they're able to hold point with it. Just barely, looks like. Now they need to get a good setup here to really hold. Looks like ONU gonna swap to more of a brawl comp here with the Ramatra and Lucio. Balder's still in there, just doing that poke, keeping that constant pressure. Ooh. Almost takes out. Oh, Bap down. Both supports down. Looks like this is going to be another, another 1 point for ONU. Brutal push there at the end from ONU.
Score
Never let Mount Vernon recover.
2-3. Switching sides.
Does go to overtime though, so I mean Mount Vernon can have an even better push and keep a lot of pressure on ONU. Might see that Hanzo come out again. I mean, it was definitely working for them on defense, and on attack you have a lot more freedom of space on those back angles, so.
Ready for battle.
ONU going with a Torbjorn. That turret can be brutal on this map. If you leave it unattended, just does that constant poke. Sigma's a great pick here. Especially this first point, all those high ground angles. That shield is really gets a lot of value, and you're able to hold a little bit further back and still apply pressure.
5,
Looks like Mount Vernon's gonna run the Torb as well, though.
1.
They were ready. Didn't want anybody flanking them on the left side. Trying to break down that shield. Looks like Nami here is looking for an angle to really get in, get a good pick with this Hanzo. Looks like Mount Vernon's going to take control of that high ground. Getting a hard push here. Making it difficult for ONU to really keep control of that space. Ooh, some big damage there from Soldier. Put pressure on that back line. Mount Vernon throwing out Immortality here. They have window already. Big rock there from Harry though. Ooh, Brigalt comes out from ONU. Looks like that's gonna win ONU the fight here. Just barely though. Mount Vernon gonna reset. They have a few ults they can play with, and they're coming up close on 2 more.
Stop twiddling your thumbs and move the payload.
Still keeping control of that high ground though. It's gonna be difficult for ONU. Diva Bomb up and ready for Mount Vernon. Nice Diva Bomb there. Looks like everybody popped every ultimate possible. It is going to go in ONU's favor though. They got a lot of value from that visor. Mount Vernon swapping to a Zarya. That'll be difficult for ONU. Won't be able to rock out DM anymore. Already at 50% charge. Ooh, ONU getting the res on their Soldier. Mount Vernon is down support here. Nami takes out Balder though with a nice arrow. Duster getting a ton of damage here. Just chilling at 100% charge. Keeping that constant pressure. It's like Balder getting a lot of big pressure here too though. Gonna try to contest that point a little more. Rancer getting tons of damage out though. A lot of damage from Mount Vernon there. Hard to keep control of point when you're getting hit from all angles like that. Looks like Ohio Northern's going to swap to a Bastion. Try to help counter that Zarya, take out Torb. This Bastion May comp is really, really strong. I mean, you single out somebody and they're dead real quick. Seeing a rush coming out. So does Molten Core though, and Dragon. Oh my goodness. Nasty Molten Core there. I mean, that's got to be played. That was Ranster going crazy. Mount Vernon does have Grav here that they can toss. Get some, I mean, just easy pressure. Mortality comes out from ONU. They do lose their tank, unfortunately, though. Ranster taking down Doster as well. Looks like ONU's going to be able to hold this here. Boulder putting in work. That Bastion is definitely working for them. Mount Vernon swapping off the Torb for a May. Looks like they're going to match the Bastion May. Sumatra is going to be able to apply a lot of pressure though. That's, whoa! Big blizzard. Oh my goodness. Nami just getting pick after pick. Looks like Mount Vernon is going to take this last point here too. What a fight there. ONU setting up to hold this next point. It's going to be interesting to see how they approach it here. They are coming up on that Ramatra ult and Window. That can give them a lot of value here. Window with that Bastion, I mean, that's just brutal. Ooh, Blizzard comes out from Mount Vernon, though, denying all that value from the Window. Nami just putting so much damage out, making it difficult for ONU to keep up. Mount Vernon having a brutal push here. 2 ults that they can play with, but ONU does have a Maltra ult. It's like Bastion ult coming out. Artillery strike. Misses the wall. Maltra ult comes out from Harry. Walled off though. Just barely lives. ONU forcing Mount Vernon off of point. Mount Vernon's gonna have one more fight here, pushing it into the next round. Window Grav can get a lot of value here if they can get a couple people in that. ONU throws Blizzard. Ooh, nasty Blizzard. Big hold there from ONU. That Blizzard was exactly what they needed. Mount Vernon gonna try for this last push here. Oh, that Mei wall gonna make it near impossible to take space. It looks like ONU is gonna take this 3rd map. What a hold there from ONU. Huge Mei ults.
Play of the game.
Looks like we have a Sombra play here. Millions 15. Oh my goodness. Look at that constant pressure. Beautiful use of the high ground there. That was, I mean, brutal hold there from ONU. Just Mount Vernon couldn't do anything. That Bastion, I mean, the Mei ults, oh my goodness, denied every big play that Mount Vernon tried to pull out. So ONU just need one more map here. Looks like we're going to go for New Queen Street for the push map. This one, I mean, definitely plays to Hanzo again if Mount Vernon's going to try to run that. But these almost rush comps that ONU have been running are really strong here. So, I mean, they're strong on any push map. So, ONU is definitely going to be able to get a lot of value here. That Mei, brutal. I mean, just the Mei Bastion combo. You wall somebody off, instantly shred them. They're gone. So, I'd imagine we're probably going to see a little bit more of that. Might even get to see it from both teams. That Ramatra ult has definitely proved to be influential for ONU. Their Harry has put out a lot of pressure with Ramatra. Alrighty.
Initiating match.
Let's see if Mount Vernon can take this map to put it into the 5th and final, or if ONU is going to take it right here.
Traveling to New Queen Street. Initiating match.
The layout of this map definitely can make for some big Mei walls. You can really cut people off and single them out. So, but it has some big high grounds for snipers again. So it'll be interesting to see what Mount Vernon does with this pick to really get the most amount of value.
Ready for
Oh, looks like Mount Vernon is going to be going for the death ball comp again. That'll be brutal. Get a lot of momentum going and just keep it pushing through Ohio Northern.
Sometimes, but I have so much to do.
OU going for more of a dive comp with the Diva.
5, 4, 3,
That Ana is going to be a big juicy target for Ball here though.
30 seconds.
Mount Vernon taking early control of the space here. Looks like they're just trying to feel out OU's defenses. Big damage on that Kiriko there. Let's see if, oh, just barely TP's out in time. Ana misses the sleep. Oh no! Doster takes out both supports. Diva demeched here. Oh, but Mount Vernon does lose their Brig. Mount Vernon getting some early space off here. Let's see how OU comes back to counter it. Balder setting up for a dive here. Doster trying to get in, force out that Tracer. OU taking control of point here. Putting a lot of heavy pressure on Mount Vernon. Ooh, looks like that Zenyatta is going to take a ton of damage here. Taken out by the Kiriko. Brig doing her best, but she can only do so much when she's on her own. Diva does get demeched here though. If Doster's still going around. Pops mines, alright. Ooh. Pulse takes out Doster, but Doster takes out the Tracer with his mines. Definitely an interesting trade there. Mount Vernon still in the lead. Gonna kind of play it safe, wait for Doster to regroup with them. Gonna really set up, take control of the space. EMP comes out from OU though. Does take out Brig. Big pressure here from Nami. Millions is putting in a lot of work here. Takes out both supports of Mount Vernon. Looks like OU is going to get some momentum going here. Diva Bomb on deck for OU. Alongside Kitsune Rush and Nano Boost. Brig ult comes out. Some big picks there from Mount Vernon. Takes control of bot again, keeps in the lead. Might even be able to get to first point here. Doster holding that space really well, keeping that pressure going. Trans comes out from Mount Vernon. Mines come out as well. Mount Vernon just popping ults. OU uses Diva Bomb, gets two with it. Doster trying to keep that space, get some value. Eventually gonna have to fall back, regroup with his team. Now Mount Vernon does have some ults on deck that they can use, while OW needs to get some more charge before they can get anything. Nice contest install here from Doster. Ranster coming in, getting some value too. Doster booping him around, applying that pressure. Does get antied. Not worried about it though. He's just spinning. EMP comes out. Some big picks here. Mount Vernon gonna take control of point here again. Just getting ever more space. Mount Vernon gonna get forward spawn here. Doster going around, does get hacked though, has to get out of there. Oh, and you swaps to Torbjorn. Try to prevent those flankers from taking out his supports. As Zenyatta is putting in work. D-Mex Harry. Get pressured from that Sombra though. Doster hacked, but still going in, putting that constant pressure. There's a lot of momentum here from Mount Vernon. It's gonna take a nice play from ONU to take it back. Nice slam there, stalls out, buys some more time for Mount Vernon. Kitsune Rush comes out from ONU though. Harry takes out both supports. Looks like Doster just gonna try to stall here. Get any value that they can. ONU, 3 ults on deck. Gonna be able to get a lot of value here. EMP and Diva Bomb definitely pair well together. I mean, if you play it right, you can get a team wipe with it alone. Rally comes out from ONU. ONU is going to keep control of that space, keep pushing the bot. Out comes Diva Bomb. Looks like it hits the light post though, just barely misses. Doster coming up on his mine soon. ONU getting some good momentum going here though. It's going to be difficult for Mount Vernon to take it back. Big mines there. Torvald comes out. Boulder does get taken out by Doster, unfortunately. Nami taken out by Kiriko, though. Lots of pressure here coming from Mount Vernon. Oh! Ranster takes out millions. No supports from Mount Vernon though. It's gonna be a tough fight for them. Nami swaps to the Torb as well. ONU gonna take control of that second point. Mount Vernon gonna swap to the Zarya, counter Diva better. Millions getting a big flank there. Big hack on the Zen. Takes him out. Unfortunate. Ooh. ONU is just collapsing on Mount Vernon, fight after fight. It's gonna be a tough, tough comeback for Mount Vernon here. Ranster looking for Millions.
Lead's almost ours. I love a plot twist.
Big EMP coming up for Millions though. Takes out Brig right away. Another big hack on Nami. Ooh. Diva Bomb comes out. Doster takes out Balder, but Harry takes out Budget Viking again. Oh. Supports from Mount Vernon struggling to stay alive in this fight. Grav comes out, only gets Harry. Tracer doing her best to stall. ONU just having brutal momentum here. Doster gonna try to contest on the ball there. Brigalt comes out though. That stun is gonna be vicious, especially against these movement characters. Big EMP there. Fortunate cleansed off though. And that's gonna be ONU taking this match. Big comeback there from ONU. Brutal push. Mount Vernon just couldn't get a hold on him. Big play here from Harry. That Diva was brutal. Constant pressure. I mean, Harry was on it all the time. Everywhere, all at once. So that was beautiful gameplay there from ONU. I mean, what a comeback. You know, almost from their spawn doors all the way back to Mount Vernon's. They just did not give up point there.